Hi everybody, welcome back. Samantha, Kansas City Stitcher here for Flosstube 35. Today's Monday, November 4th. I have a cold. I was going to film last week, and then I started to really feel terrible. I feel a little bit better today. Not much, but a little bit better. So we're going to do this because it's been a month, and I have a lot. Because when you're sick, pretty much all you do is stitch. Or at least, that's what I do. I was moving some stuff around. Yeah. It's gonna be one of those kind of videos. I will warn everybody that it is almost kickoff time for the Chiefs. My husband is in the other room watching the game. If we hear some cuss words, I'm gonna apologize now. It is what it is, and it's the only time that I'm gonna have time for this, so let's get started with my finishes. I think the last thing I worked on was, or was gonna start, was Which Better by the Frosted Pumpkin. That's done. Dog hair in my mouth, sorry. This is on a 32 count. I don't know the name of it. It's a printed fabric because it's not. These are all colors I picked from Stash. And I put them all in my Instagram. In all of my Instagram posts for it, I think. I only have Thanksgivings left to go. That'll be started sometime this month. I don't know when yet, but probably the week before Thanksgiving, because I'd like to have it done before Thanksgiving. And one of the ladies that I work with is a quilter, and she told me that she would make this into a pillow for me. So that's what I'm gonna do. Up next, I finished Crow Stitcher Andy's Witch. I'll have to insert a picture because I've sent it off to Beck. It was stitched on 36 count Wicked by Bee Stitch Me. Yes, that's correct. And then, Slightly Bananas, Rebecca and I are stitching these books. She was sick, so she hasn't finished hers, but that's okay. I don't need to start the next one yet. I have all the floss ready for it whenever she's ready to go. This is from Haunted Frame Stitchery on Etsy. I used all silky floss. And this is stitched on a 14 count DMC Ada. My dog is barking at the kitten that we got. Head paws. Oh, this looks so good. I used all silky floss. And I'm gonna stitch the next one on the other half. I have it in my little mushroom bag that I got off Temu. Next, I finished Modern Folk Embroideries, Got Them Orbs. This is also stitched on a 14 count Aida. You'd think that I really liked 14 count Aida, but it's just what I had and what I liked for this project. This is with Pirate Robin, Floss, Joker. And this piece of fabric I got at a garage sale, I do know that. Next, Annie XO, Needle in the Hay XO, had a birthday on October 27th. Yes, and I started her birthday sale, which was any Jed X Stitch patterns. I haven't bought this yet, but I'm gonna buy Cherry Magpie. But this was a freebie. Apollo! Stop. This is Water Lily Dragon. This is also on a 14 count Aida that I'm pretty sure I found at the thrift store. And I used all of the called for DMC. I am in love with these colors. Absolutely in love with these colors. New starts. I didn't say the stats on any of those. I did 700 stitches on Got Them Orbs. I do know that. There's 2,303 stitches in the Water Lily Dragon. And the Witch Better I did 1,336. And then, nope, 1,899. That has a lot more stitches than that. Andy's Witch was 1,336. Next, I started The Jaws of Hell by Long Dog. Rebecca and I started this one together too. And that's what it'll look like in probably 20 years, but I'm stitching this on a 32 count flower patch by Be Stitch Me, and I'm using a Mosale silk carnation. Oh my gosh. That is fantastic. Fantastic. I'm in love with this. And just by looking at this, I really want to pull it out again. I'm probably not going to, but I don't know. It is Long Dog November. Next, I started for my 30 for 30 Witches Training Academy by Kathy Barrick. And I'm stitching this on 28 count Icon by Picture This Plus. And I'm using all the called for DMC. Yeah, that's right. And that's as far as I got. This is part of my plans for next year, though. I will be finishing that. Next year. Next, I started on Halloween with Steph Total Stitch Show. The Witchy Stitchers, Michael Myers. I'm doing this on a 22 count, 8 of that I did myself. And I stitched 420 stitches on Halloween. And I got to 6.95% or 0.85%? Yeah, 85. I can't read my own handwriting. It's fine. I was just working on the 310. And I'm using all the called for DMC. Next, this is my last new start. And this is also haul. When I got my house, my haunted house, cottage garden samplings order, I sent Abby at Top Knot an email asking her to add this onto my invoice. And it's Rainbow Crossing by Silver Creek Samplers. My last video was the day after something had happened, or the day after, and I'm not going to talk about it because I'll cry and I don't want to cry, but I will be adding some initials, SS, in this pattern somewhere. I think I might put it in a cloud. I don't know yet. Backstitch SS into a cloud for Sasha. It says, "The time has come, I can't deny, to let your gentle spirit fly. We'll meet again, it's not the end. Wait by the bridge for me, old friend." I'm stitching this on a 16 count, I think, because I got this at a thrift store. And this is where I am. I am stitching this with not called for colors, but like called for colors. Besides the words, I changed those all to Gentle Arts Black Crow. And I started in on the clouds. That's been kind of a comfort stitch to me this week. I've only stitched on it like 2 or 3 days, but it's been really comforting. I don't know. I don't have any stats on that one, so. Next are my whips. I've only done 2 pulls for my Clue game because, well, I haven't felt good, so. First, I worked on Mini Frost Dragonling. Artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffin, charted by Hade. And I did 150 stitches. Which took a lot more effort because I had to figure out where I was in the pattern, because back up your pattern keeper. Because I had a little pattern keeper incident. And I had put in like all of this, but I hadn't done like any of this. So I had to kind of figure out where I was on Pattern Keeper. I worked like right in here though. I worked a little bit into here, and most of this I put in. I'm trying to convert this all into a diagonal. That way, if I have any pattern keeper incidences ever again, which I shouldn't because I'm saving my progress, I won't have to figure this out. Because I never want to figure this out again. Next, I did, this was my other clue, speckled eggs, charted by The Sewing Shop, artwork by Annie Knight. And I also did 150 stitches in this one. I had it going like this, how this bottom part is up here, and I filled it all in. I really want my full coverages to look more like something. Next, I worked on a little bit. I worked a little bit on my Make It Murder Sal Vintage Farmhouse Sampler by Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. I'm using a Pirate and Robin floss conversion that I did, and I'm stitching this on 32 count fruit salad. That'd be Stitch Me. And I did this flower. I think I've done the flowers on this side. And I went down to the very last thing. I'm working the border first. I need to pick this up and work on it some more this week. But I'm going to work my flowers down. Next I did 770 stitches into All Are Equal in Death by Modern Folk Embroidery. I finished up the border and I started it on the leaves and I did the word all. This is also on a 22 count Aida. And I have no idea what this fabric is. This is a Pirate and Robin boysenberry though. Floss. Alright, since my last video, I have done a lot of stitches on Bernadette, which is the 2024 Heaven and Earth Designs Sal. I have one more new start. I'll say that after I'm done with this. They announced the 2025 Sal. There is a pattern I would like. However, I've already made my plans for next year and I really don't want to change them. Because I don't want to stitch 6 pages. I don't want to stitch the whole chart. They've upped the chart about 20,000 stitches. Because they found that people finished it too fast. I, however, in the last month have stitched 7,318 stitches into Bernadette. Oh my gosh. Moment of silence for Bernadette. I am working in this area right here, right now. On 3328. I'm trying to finish up the last part. I'm trying to finish up quarters 1, 2, and 3 before I work on this bottom section for the last part, which is like 9,000 stitches just by itself. I have this plan to finish about the middle of December, I think. I'm loving this. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. All that to say is I really want to buy the 2025 one just because I really do like the one pattern, but I don't know that I'm going to because I don't want to stitch it right now. And if I have no intentions on stitching it yet, I don't need to buy it. However, there are participation chart rewards. They've reached 1,000 people signed up, so they've already earned the first chart. If they reach 3,000 people, though, the artist for this, Richard Lornez, I think that's how you say it, one of his other birds is the free chart. And I really want that one. So it does make me think that I will participate if they reach 3,000. If they reach 4,000, it's an Amy Stewart. And I would also kind of like that one. And I forgot about this new start because I started it today. This is also part of my 30 for 30. This is Pantini, just one more chapter. I am stitching this on a 28 count Vintage Rose, I believe is the name of it. And that's where I am. I am on 26 of 30 starts for this year for my birthday. So I only have 4 more to go. And 2 more starts for this month. Alright, that's it. That's all. Oh, no, it's not. Just kidding. I worked I don't know. I didn't even do that much on this. I did like 75 stitches, I think, but Raven Coven's Dancing Witches. I'm stitching this with a Mosale Grape Lollipop. I did like all of this. A guy came over and did some of this. I started this because Wicked Cat Stitch is stitching this and I love it. Yeah. And this is on a, I think this might be a 20 count natural linen, or 20, I don't know, honestly. I think it's an even, I think it's an even weave. I think it's 28 count even weave, but I'm stitching it 1/1. I didn't even write that one down. Alright, that's it. That's all my whips. In the last month, I have stitched 17,479 stitches that I can calculate from Pattern Keeper. That's not counting my paper patterns that I bought a stitch counter for and haven't used. Why, I don't know, but plans? Want to talk some plans? Well, number one plan, because we've seen this every month this year and we'll see it pretty much every month next year. I have a word to do on my crossword. I think I'm going to do trust because I have to work up to truth. This is on an 18 count Mystic Fabrics Atypical. And yeah. That's where it is. So I'm going to work in Trust. I'll probably pull that out next week. I like to try to get my work done at the beginning of the month so I can focus on other things the rest of the month. My other two 30 for 30 starts. I have Until We Meet Again by Heartstring Sampler. I'm going to stitch this on an 18 count Mystic Fabrics. And then the other one is This Is the Day by Plum Street. I think this is my first Plum Street. However, I'm not stitching the words. And I don't know which fabric I want. I'm going to use the Called For DMC. I kind of want it to be on Up in the Sky by Fiberlicious. But I also pulled out this natural linen. Can I get a vote? Natural or blue in the comments? I don't have all the Call For DMC pulled, but see, it'll look good on either one. Oh my gosh, this is not going to work the way that I thought it was in my mind. Nope, I just dropped it. Nope. I'm not going to do that. The colors will show up on either one, so. The other thing I kind of want to start, but I don't know if I will. I joined the Artsy Housewives Patreon. I've pulled the floss for this. December Chickadees. I did a color conversion. And I pulled this 32 count. But I don't know if I'm going to start it this month or if I'm going to start it next month. I am missing a 30 for 30 project because I started All Hallows Eve a different month this year, and it was supposed to be started in October for my 30 for 30, so I had to change some things around. So I think I might start this in December for my 30 for 30. But I don't know. I might start it this month. I have haul. I have a lot of haul, actually. Hang on, I need a drink first. Okay. Oh, shoot. I bought some unconventional X-stitch patterns because their home burnt down, and the best way that I could think to help was to buy some patterns. So, Cauldron of More, artwork by Evie Delamore, and also by her, I bought Rose Library because I'm seeing everybody stitch this and it's fantastic and I needed it. Have I started them? No. Then I also bought A Cozy Evening Yes, I did need this. And mostly I needed it because this little black kitty. And this looks like something that I would do to read a book. And then I bought this for my husband. I don't know when I'm going to start it, but warning, slight nudity. Locus. Artwork by Christopher Lovelow. I can't speak. I also bought a couple of Stitchman Darcy's patterns, but I don't have a PDF of them. I only have the Pattern Keeper version downloaded on my tablet. And it was Out on a Limb and The Light of the Moon. I think that's all I needed for that. I got my haunted house in, obviously, because I got Rainbow Crossing. And I got the fancy floss that comes, well, not comes, I paid for these, obviously, but Stormy Night. Which, I actually think I have a couple of skeins of this. I really probably shouldn't have bought these, but oh well. Oh well, I already did. Next, I got my Fiberlicious Fabric of the Month in. I'm getting 36 count. And this one is Melatonic Autumn. Is that how you say that? This is absolutely fantastic. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm putting on this, but it's gorgeous. So yeah, I definitely needed that. Next, I got my nest egg in, which I think I'm canceling. Because honestly, I have enough fancy floss. I really don't need to continue on with this. I was trying to get the whole Classic Colorworks collection, but maybe some other time. So, Sunset. Sunkissed, Sunflower, Sugared Violets, Sugar Plum. I know I have this color already. There's another one that I already grabbed and I put with something. Sugar and Spice, I also already know I have that. Sweetest Harvest. Sunshine Girl. Ooh. Don't know what I'm going to use that for. And Sweet Potato. This looks like a nice skin tone. Next, I went to a garage sale. And near my house, like a block away from my house. And this lady cross stitches. And she had a bunch of these like little scraps of 14 count Aida. And she had them for 50 cents. So we know I had to buy that. She also had this bag of floss for like $3. She doesn't have any of them labeled, but I can tell that they're DMC just by the feel of them. And I don't care if they're labeled or not because color conversions don't always need. And she had some books. I'm not going to show some books and some magazines. I am not going to show the cover of every magazine because I'm going to show you what the pattern is that I wanted from this. She had this Winnie the Pooh. And I really loved these. I think I'm going to stitch all of these. They'll remind me of when my daughter was really... Oh, here, this is a better picture of it. All of these. When my daughter was a baby, she was very obsessed with Winnie the Pooh. And I kind of like this Let's Be Friends. She also had this Leisure Arts, and I loved this. These 6 little patterns that are on the front. She wanted 25 cents for this. Surely I can find some use for 25 cents, right? Yep. For 50 cents, she had these bald eagles. Yep. I don't need those. I don't know. I'll stitch something out of them one day. I don't know. She also had the owls. And I love this one. I don't know that I'll like stitching all that white, but... Next, she had... Now, this isn't a kit. It's just the Enchanter. The pattern... The book is like falling apart just a little bit. But I think she had this price for like 25 cents. There is a DMC list on here. Trying to see if it says a stitch count. But I'm pretty sure she stitched this because she has a little bit of writing on it. It doesn't say the stitch count. This came out in 1998 though. Next, she had some magazines. Now, quite a few. I really, really liked this pattern. How cute. A little bunny. I know my daughter would love that. This one. I love this. Monkey Boo Designs. I was trying to see the pattern name, but it doesn't say. Let It Snow. I could make this monochrome. I think that some of these are actually beads, but I don't know that I would stitch it with beads. And Allison from Cross Stitch the Globe, I know she does a princess birthday sale in January, and I really liked this one. And it's not very big. Well, it doesn't say. Anyway, I really liked that. It's cute. Next is this treasure map. Oh, yes. I could get down with Pirate Treasure Map. I like anything pirate. Yep, that's fantastic. Thrift store. I found a vintage metal hoop. And I found a wooden hoop. A piece of 14 count Ada. A big piece. It's like 44 by 14 is what this says. For $1. I'm gonna dye this, I think. But the best part of all of it, Prairie Schooler Santas. I found old Saint Nick. We're gonna come back to these. Father Christmas. These were 50 cents a piece, you guys. Saint Nicholas. This one doesn't say. Does it say a year? 1986. And St. Nicholas too. These were all in a pack together for 50 cents. $88, $89. Okay, $89, there was 2. There were 12 patterns in this pack for 50 cents, and this is the only one that's duplicated. $19.89. If you would like to sow with me, or if you want to just start it, I'm gonna give this away. I would like you to say Santa in your comment. Let's say, what about starting it on Thanksgiving? Want to sow this with me on Thanksgiving? Don't say the word giveaway. Don't say the word winner. Please be 18 so I can have your address. All the usual. 90. 91. 92. Oh my gosh, he has a lobster in his bag. 93. 94. I love this one. Maybe that's because that was the year I was born. I don't know. 95. 96. 97. Nope. 96. And then 99. And 2000. So I am missing some of the years. That's okay. Because I think I'm going to start with 88 when I start this sow. I don't know what I'm going to stitch it on. These are only like 75 by 58. I mean, it would take like one day to stitch these. I'm thinking Thanksgiving Day. Prairie Santa sow. Let me know. If you'll start a Prairie School Santa with me on Thanksgiving Day, I would really, really love that. And I don't know if I'm going to start one of these ones. I think I will start with this one. I don't know. I have a lot of Prairie School Santas now that I didn't know I needed in my life, but I think I did. I think I did. you want to follow me on Instagram to know more about this, or, you know. My husband just brought me dinner. So I think that's my sign of. I will talk to you hopefully in 2 weeks. If not, 3. Have a good stitchy week. Bye.